Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to data analytics class by using MS Excel. And this is our day 7 and session number 2. So before the session, we were discussing about advanced filter. We talked about advanced filter. Okay, we talked about subtotal command. With that subtotal command, how will you make sure that whenever we use filter, the serial numbers should not get impacted? We discussed about that. We discussed about how to work on percentage. Okay, then we discussed about spark lines. Okay, so then we discussed about sum if, count if, sum ifs, count ifs, average ifs function, ifs. Okay, so yesterday I discussed about nested if or ifs. So ifs function, which is not, if you're using older version of Excel, you don't have ifs ifs. You remember yesterday I discussed the example of if function. This if has actually replaced the nested if function. So Naren and other people who are using sum and all in your office, you can also use sum if, Naren, sum if, so count if, average if. So like do sum when if this is there, if you have some condition to satisfy. So that way you can do that. Now guys, now suppose guys, this is the data and I want to see I want to see the sum department wise. Okay, I want to see the sum team leader wise. Suppose for example, so this is the data. I want to see the sum. Like what is the sum of finance department? Okay, all the quarter sum. What is the sum of marketing department? All the quarters. What is the sum of human resource department? All the quarter. I want to see that. So this is the data what my team leader has sent me. This is the data what my team leader has sent me. This is the data what my team leader has sent me. Now, what I want, sir, I want like my team leader want that Amit do one thing. These data are like arranged together team leader wise. So you do one thing, Amit. Send me the final report team leader wise. Just some. Do send me the final report team leader wise. So I'll say okay, sir, no problem, sir. So I'll say okay, control N. So I wanted data team leader wise, right? Some till wise. So I'll put filter. So I'll put filter here, all DSF or control shift L. So it's coming here. So you need to delete that. Otherwise, Excel do not understand. So you need to delete if you're getting this kind of issues. You just simply you have to delete that. So Excel should understand where the filter should be put. So now team leader wise, I want what I want team leader wise, I want the sum. So first what I did the short. First thing what I did guys, I did short A to Z or Z to A, whatever. Why you did that short, sir? What is the point, sir, of doing the short? So that all Amitabh should come together. All Ritik should come together. Are you getting me? All the data of Salman should come together. So that's why I did this. Okay, that is the reason why I did this. So again, there's a problem. This Amitabh should go first. There's a problem with this data. Let's we just erase this. 31, 30, 21, 1 minute. 30, 20, 21, 30, 31, 32. Let me just erase this. I don't want to take another step. Okay. Now again, let me again put the filter. Let me see still that persist or not. If I do this, so, yeah. So So what I did, guys, first of all, because I want the sum, no, my team leader want the sum of sales done by each team leader wise. Each quarter, what is the sales my team leader want. So what I did, I did short. When I did short command, all DS or under filter, you can do short. So when I did this sorting, guys, so what the sorting did, it brought all the relative things together. So I hope you understood this. Once this is done, once this is done, okay, then what? Once this is done, then what? Once this is done, then what? Then then what I want the sum, right? So what I'll do, if I have to do, then I have to open lot of columns, like 2 3 columns like this. I'll open, okay, and then I'll go to this data. I'll just select this data till Amitabh is there. Okay, or I'll put that, you remember that conditional formatting. So I'll put that so that it become easy for me to locate the data. I'll put here conditional formatting. So team leader. So I'll put team leader so that it become easy for me to locate the data. Alt DL. So data validation. Then I'll do list. Okay, and then I'll search. Okay, so here I have to put now searching would be difficult because they are now the day all Amitabh together, Ritik together like that. So what I can do, so I can write somewhere. I can write somewhere Amitabh. I have to write here Amitabh, then Ritik, then Shahrukh, then Shahrukh, and then Salman, right? Shahrukh, and then Salman, Shahrukh, and then Salman. I wrote them Shahrukh and then Salman. So what I did, team leader all DL. So here I'll do list. Okay, source. I'll select this data. Now I selected this data. I'll put the data here. Now what I'll do, I'll select this range. I'll select this range. Then conditional formatting Alt HLN Alt HLN for new rule. Then for you can use downward key, use formula equal to, okay, use formula equal to. So if you want, I just want the name to get highlighted. I just click here, remove that dollar sign A4, remove the dollar sign equal to what? Equal to this. Okay, equal to this format, then color, put color, okay. Okay. So if I put Ritik, so you can see this, right? Yeah. So what I'll do now, I'll just put Amitabh here. So all Amitabh are together. I'll just copy this. Okay. I'll just copy that and I'll put it here. All ESW control V. So I hope you understood. Now I'll do the sum here. So all the Amitabh data I got right. All the Amitabh data I got right. If I want, I can put a heading of this control shift plus sign. Okay. And then let's do that. Just select this, copy this. Okay, then I'll do the sum. How to do the sum, guys? How to do the sum? Alt equal to the sum, alt equal to like this. I can do, and my work will be done. This is the, like this I have to do for all. Okay, so you can see how much tedious would be this job if I do like this. So after 10-15 minutes, when my team leader will come again, that I was waiting for your mail, still you have not sent me. And I say, sir, wait, sir, I still am doing. It's not like you can't do, guys. The purpose of showing you this, like, it's not like you can't do. It's not like you can't do. But is this the way you should do? That is the question. I hope you are understanding my question. It's not like I'm not judging your commitment that you can't do that. What I'm judging is that the way you, that is this is the best way to do this? That is my question. Is this is the best way that you should do this? So is this the really the best way that you should do this? Okay, so is this the best way to do that? So my answer for this would be no. Okay, so why it's no? Because guys, so how to do this? For this, there's a tool called subtotal, guys. If you want to do like this, there's a tool for you which is called a subtotal. So how to use that tool, guys? So before you use subtotal, you need to make sure your data is arranged in ascending order or descending order. Means like you want to do subtotal team leader wise, right? So all the team leaders should be together. If your data is jumbled, then subtotal will not work. I hope you people are understanding. If your data is jumbled, then your subtotal will not work. Okay. Once you're done with that, use subtotal. Subtotal is there under data. So Alt D O Alt DB, I think for subtotal. Alt DB, correct. So Alt DB, The shortcut key for subtotal is Alt DB. Subtotal, the shortcut key of subtotal is Alt DB. So let me search where is the subtotal. Yeah, here's the subtotal. You can see here, guys. So you click here, click on subtotal. Our shortcut key is Alt DB. So here, when you click on subtotal, the Excel will ask you that you want to do subtotal. You will say, yes, sir, I want to do subtotal. So you have to tell at each change in where you like where the change, how the change you want to put. I want to put the change team leader wise. Okay. I hope you understand it. So it is asking you at each changing. So it's asking you where you want to put the change. So I'll say team leader wise. Okay. Use function sum. Use function sum. Okay. Then you remove this. So you want to do sum, right? Sum only. No. If you want average or you want to do multiply, count, minima, maxima, and all, you can do that. Click on sum. Then sum of what? Sum of Q1, Q2, sum of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay. And just tick this replace current subtotal. If there's any subtotal, replace that. And summary below data. Okay. So you can tick page break between groups. So you can tick or untick that. That's up to you. That's not very significant. Press OK. So entire subtotal row will be removed. One, so there's some problem. One, let me see that. All DB. Again, I'll do subtotal. Remove all. I'll do. All so 1 minute. So let me open again. I don't know what problem happened. Let me just again select this data, guys. Control C, Control N, Alt ESW, Control V. Okay, now you saw this data. Now, first thing what you should do, you should make sure your data is arranged in ascending order. Your data should be arranged in ascending order. So all DS, you want subtotal of team leader. So you have to make sure team leader data should be ascending order, or descending order means they should be together. So all team leaders are together. Fine, fine, clear. Okay, great. So this numbering part, I know you can do that. So we'll discuss if you want again, if you want to discuss. For subtotal, I'll do all DB. Okay, at each change in where you want to put the change team leader wise. Okay, sum you want to do, and you want to do the sum on Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Total and all sum I don't want. Press OK. There are one or more circular reference where the formula refers where this might cause to calculate incorrectly. Try removing or changing the or moving the formula to different cell. Okay, 1 minute. So data subtotal. I think because of conditional formatting, some problems happening over. Because there should not be any issue with this. Is subtotal okay? You have subtotal. 1 minute, guys. Just me remove the subtotal. Control C, Alt ESV. Now let's see. I remove this formula. Control C, Control N, Alt ESW, Control V, Alt DB. So team leader wise, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. remove this, press OK. Now you see this happened. Earlier it was not happening, guys. Why it was not happening, guys? The reason why it was not happening, guys, because of this formula, the subtotal formula which I've used, guys. So that subtotal, you remember in serial number, I use that subtotal. I hope you remember. You remember, right? Here I use the subtotal function. Subtotal. I use that subtotal function. So that this numbering should be proper. So this cell, double quote, this cell. So this thing happens, guys. Tomorrow, when you work in corporate, tomorrow when you work in corporate, you know Excel, you don't know Excel. They are some function you want to apply on certain set of data, and you are applying it properly, but it's showing you error, and you need to investigate, guys. Right? You should know how to investigate that. So investigation should be the part and parcel. Imagine you are the best driver. Okay, Chiranjeevi is there or not, I don't know. Chiranjeevi is a great bike driver, the bike racer. He appears in Formula One of Bangalore. He go all around India in bikes. He's such a great driver. So imagine if Chiranjeevi is such a great driver and he's such a great racer, and he don't know if there's some problem happening in bike. So will it make him perfect? I don't think so. So doing is something else. I may be very good teacher of math, but if any student gets stuck with any step, I should be in position that I should help him to get that. That is more important. So here that because of that subtotal which is already there, they was getting an error. So guys, now you see that when you apply subtotal, you'll get three windows like this. Okay, you'll get three windows like this. So you'll get three windows like this. Here, guys, if you notice, guys, subtotal, what I did, here you can see Ritik sum, Salman sum, Shahrukh Khan, Amitabh sum, Ritik sum, Shahrukh Khan sum. It's coming like this. Why it's coming like this, guys? The reason why it's coming like this, because the data, before we use subtotal, I told you, before we use subtotal, we need to make sure that the data should be arranged in ascending order. So for that, we use Alt DS, then click on subtotal, uh, all DS, sort by, do sorting team leader wise, A to Z or Z to A. Then you do all DB, then team leader wise sum, then you press OK. And then, guys, if you see, you can see three windows, guys. This is your first window. So in the so if you just here you see grand total, nothing else. Final answer, final answer, conclusion. Movie got end. This is the final. Do this person killed this person, or this person married this person. Whole movie, two boys were fighting for one girl, and you got the conclusion. That girl, third person got the girl. Gautam Sharma got the girl. Okay, so like this is the grand total, final conclusion. Okay, then this you can see that. So this is the final. What is the conclusion? You wanted the sum, right? Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. This is the final sum. If you go to second window, here this is what your team leader wanted. They wanted team leader one sum, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. They wanted the sum, you got the sum. This is what your team leader wanted. Yes or no? Yes. So I just hide this column, control 0. Then I wanted this side. I just select this, put a proper border, Alt HBA, then Alt HBT. I got this proper border. Okay, then I'll copy this. I'll copy this. Control C, Control N, Alt ESW, Control V. So this is what my team leader wanted. I copied it. Oh, when I pasted it, I got this. I got everything inside. I don't wanted how they got the sum. I don't wanted all this. I just wanted this. What is there in the screen? I just wanted this. So for this, press F5. I told you all this thing. For in past, Control G or F5. Click on spatial, visible cell only. Okay. Control C, Control N, Alt ESW, Control V. That's it. This is what you wanted. Yes or no? So, So guys, you understand this part. So here three windows will come. Whenever you'll apply subtotal, you'll get three window. So in one window, you can see this grand total. You can see this grand total like this. In second window, you can see team leader wise data. Okay. And the third window, you'll get everything. How that data came. Everyone, please do by yourself. Already I shared you the data. I believe Manjesh sir would have forwarded you in the group. So link everything I've sent you for the data. You can try this. Ask me if you have any doubt. Clear everyone? Anyone any doubt? Any doubt anyone? Are you liking this guys? Is this interesting? You understood right? F5 visible cell only. Copy that. So you'll get three windows like this. I hope you people are liking this. What about others? Is this, do you think this really helpful? Because this is something which you need to work on very continuous, very frequent basis, guys. Only 2-3% reply to whatever I say, Rajendra and Bhagwan. That's it. Rest all 70 people, they are simply enjoying their life. They don't reply. If you tell them hardly one of, if I tell all the 70% name, spending 10 minutes, then you may find 1 or 2% reply. Otherwise, others are simply chilling their life. Nagatamma, thank you, Nagatamma, for replying. Thank you, Divya. I really appreciate you people. Yeah, for those who are BCom or BBA 6th semester, if they have any numerical subject related to finance, anything, just let me know. Question paper and all you forward me. I'll send you the solution steps, everything. Any doubt, anyone? So I hope guys you understood this. Okay, I hope you people understood this. Okay, I want to remove this. So you can just simply remove that data subtotal then remove all. Yeah, I remove. If you click on remove all, filter got removed. Okay, everyone. Now what I wanted, team leader, then only what team leader is coming. Where is department? You see department is not there because department is hidden. So shift right arrow. So then do right click, do right click, do right click and do unhide. You'll get the data. My mouse does not work properly, so I did it manually. Okay, everyone. Anyone, any doubt? Now, suppose if I want subtotal department wise, if I want subtotal department wise, then you'll do the same thing, all DB. Okay, so use function here at each change in department wise. Okay, sum Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, press OK. If you do it like this, guys, again, you are doing error, guys. I told you, guys, whenever you use subtotal, guys, please don't do like this. I told you. If you see, no, two human resource, one finance, one operation, again finance, please don't do like this, guys. Okay, so if you do subtotal, if you're doing subtotal, make sure your data is arranged in ascending order, descending order for that all DS at each change in department wise A to Z. Okay, now you got A to Z or Z to B, then all DB, then do department wise and do this. Okay, so now you can see this. Three windows will open. Here, anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Okay, now this the outcome what you get, guys. The outcome what you get. I want like each department under each department. I want team leader wise. I want department wise subtotal, and then under each department I want team leader wise. So that some ifs, count ifs, all that I don't have to use it again and again. Okay, so for that, what you do, you did sorting, no? You did sorting department wise, then do add level, and then by team leader wise. First, you did sorted by department wise. Within the department, now you are doing sorting team leader wise. I hope you understood this. Correct, right? Hmm. Then, so can I do that? So I want subtotal department wise. So once I get the subtotal department wise, then within each department, like I want team leader wise the data. Okay, everyone. So I hope you understood this. Now, what you need to do, use click on subtotal, all DB. Okay, so first department wise you did the subtotal. Yes, I did it. Then again subtotal, all DB. Okay, just untick this, replace current subtotal. Next time when you do, untick it. Otherwise, if you don't untick it, then another subtotal will happen. So under each department, I want team leader wise. Again, the same set of data. Okay, press OK. Now you can see now 4 windows you will see. In the first window, you'll see the grand total. Second window, you can see the total team leader wise. In third window, you will see the total. You can see this like team leader under each department. I hope you understand it. Team leader under each department, you can see the team leader, the detailed analysis. So each department, the how much is the sales they have done. This was team leader wise. This was team leader wise. Sorry, this was department wise. Then under each department, you did know again. Second time you put subtotal. After under each department, you wanted team leader wise. So it did team leader wise. And then in fourth window, you have everything. You can see this symbols. You can see this. You can this. You can expand it or minimize it. I hope you understand it. You see the symbol minus, plus, and all. It's not grid, something grid. Okay, just click that, it will get expand. So just untick. So you want to see that, you can go detail into that. You can see here sum. You click here. How this got the sum? 3,99,133. How you got that? Just click here. You'll see the detailed analysis. How it happened. Anyone, any doubt? Explain once again. Okay. See, this is what I did. I remove it and I'll do it. So this I removed. So what I told guys that like under each department, first I want the subtotal department wise. Okay. Then under each department, I want the subtotal team leader wise. Like you see in finance department, so 3 persons are working under Amitabh. Okay, what is those 3 person Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 sum? The total sum under finance department. What is the total sum of the target achieved by Amitabh? Okay, so similarly, so what is the total sum of target achieved by Ritik under finance department? All that. So I can do all that by using that command. You know that, right? So control shift plus sign. So I can use some ifs and all. I can use here some ifs. So that some if some range. So but in whenever if I use some ifs, some range, I cannot take all Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I cannot take all of them together. So if I'm using some ifs and all, I can do that. But probably if I'm using some ifs, then probably I can get 1/4 sum at a time. I hope you understand it. So manually I have to do all the 4/4 sum. So manually I need to do then 4/4 sum. So what I can do to avoid all that, the best thing what I can do, I can simply put what? I can simply use the data subtotal. So I can do that. So I hope you're understanding. Before you use subtotal, you need to make sure your data is arranged in ascending or descending order. So here I wanted the subtotal department wise. Then under each department, I want the subtotal team data. First, I'll put all DB, making sure my data is arranged in ascending order. So at each change in department, use function sum Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. whatever you want subtotal to be applied, which column, tick that. Okay. So you got the subtotal. Okay, you got the subtotal. You can see department wise. You will get 3 window. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now again you do subtotal all DB. Okay, now this time under each department you want team leader ones. But this time when you do no, just untick this, replace current subtotal. If this is ticked, then the subtotal will be get removed. I hope you understand. Untick that and then press OK. Now you will see 4 windows get open. First window, grand total. Second window, department wise total. Third window, under each department, team leader wise total. And then fourth window, everything is there. Clear everyone? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? All DB, remove all. Guys, clear everyone? Understood everything? Everyone understood? Anyone, any doubt? Yeah, see this guys, one thing that this book 12, what you see, this book 12, book 12, guys, what you see, this book 12, too many books are open. So whatever the book 12, this book 12, guys, if you understand this book 12, I have taken from what's, guys, this book 12 I have taken from where, guys? This book 12 I have taken from here, this Excel worksheet. This is my source data. Can you understand this, guys? Imagine this book 12 I have taken from that. Imagine I made this 100. Imagine if I made this 100. So do you think that 100 will happen in book 12? Do you think so? Do you think so that whatever changes we make in the source data, the same changes will happen in all the replicas which are being taken from the source data? I hope you are getting my question, guys. So because I don't wanted to do anything, any calculation, anything, any work, whatever we try to do, guys, what we try to do, guys, that is the first thing what your team leader will teach you when you work in MNC. They will tell you that never disturb the source data file. Don't make any changes in the source data file. You copy the data from there, put in some dummy file, and do all the required homework in that file, get the output and put and send the mail or whatever. Okay, so the thing is that imagine if I simply copy the data from the source file, then if anyone make any changes in the source file, then the same thing will not be reflected in my worksheet on which I'm doing. I want that if anything got changed there, if anything got updated there, the same thing should get updated to me in my work data. Can you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Guys, are you understanding that from this company data, what is there, what you can see, if I copy this data and I put it some worksheet, some control and I'll paste it. If I do make any change here, the same thing should reflect there. I hope you are getting me. Okay, so if you want to, if you have something like that objective, okay, then what we can use something called data under data connections. So we can use this something called connections. Connections, okay. With connections, we can make this possible, guys. With connection, we can make this possible. Okay, so I hope you are understanding. So you just do control N. Okay. You only thing when you use data connection, the file which from where you try to pull the data, it should not be password protected. If that is password protected, then it will be difficult for you. So suppose I want to pull the data here. So from some file, like I'll click on data, I'll click on existing connection. Okay, so here you can see some connection files on which, if you want, if I have worked in past, you can see there. I'll just see browse for more. I'll just do browse for more. I'll click on desktop. I'll try to locate where's my source file. So I am not taking that Excel worksheet here because it's password protected. I've removed passwords and all to get this data. So I'm just ignoring it. Suppose there's a file called training RVIM. So in that I clicked on that. Now it is asking me that which sheet you want to take from it. This training RVM workbook. There are around 8 sheets are there. Which sheet you want to do? So if I say, okay, I want this sheet. So then it will ask you how you want that sheet to be. You want that in the form of table or pivot table report or pivot chart or only create connection. I say, no, no, give me in the form table. So where you want, in this worksheet you want or some other new worksheet. I say, no, no, give me in this worksheet. What is the location? You can give a location, whatever location. Okay. And then you press OK. So you see that. So whatever was there in that the training RVIM, so that data came here. It will come unformatted data. If you've done any formatting there, it will not come here. In the form of table, this data will come. Can you see that? Now I'll show you. Now you can save this file if you want. You can save this. I'll show you. Suppose I'll save this as a data connection. Data connection. Data connections. Okay. So I'll save this file with the name data connection. Okay. Now I'll close this. Okay. Now I'll open that training RVIM file. Okay. I'll try to open that. I'll try to make some change here. You can see this training RVIM, RIVM, whatever. So this is the sheet which I pasted there. Now I'll make some change here. Topic. I'll put some topic name. Okay. So I'll put some topic name that MS Excel, MS Excel training something. Something. I made some changes. Okay. Now I'll just control S. I save this change. I'll close it. Now I'll open that file again. Data connection. Enable content. So when you open that, you'll see there's no change here. Okay, but you'll say, sir, you told that it will get changed, sir. But here there's no change. So no need to worry for that. Go to data. Under data, can you see refresh all? You just click on refresh all. And if you do refresh all, you can see this. The changes what you did there. Now you can see the change, same change here. Guys, are you getting me? If you want, you can automate this refresh all by going to connection properties, and then you can do this refresh after every. You can give a time period, so automatically that will get refreshed if you want. I hope in real life when you work, you can do that. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? Any question? I hope this will, you understood the importance of working on this file called data connection. Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Did you get the application of this? So whenever you do any change in the source data, the same change will happen here in my worksheet. So if you are taking some stock market data, something like this, if you have some file based on stock market and that is keep on getting updated. Okay, so if you take dead data, then it doesn't make any sense. Your data should be live. You can keep pressing refresh all, refresh all. So that way it should serve the objective for you. Clear, everyone? I hope you people understood this. Fine. Others can also reply, guys, so that I can also get a confidence that you people are understanding what I'm doing. Only 1%, 2% might reply. What should I understand from that? Anyone finding any difficulty? Anything you like me to discuss? Akshay is replying. Akshay, you're from which batch? Last Akshay, what I remembered from Padma Shri College. He is right now in Dubai. He was from Kerala. Now he is in Dubai. MBA. MBA. I don't remember Akshay anymore. MBA second year, first year. Who is Akshay yaar, in first year MBA? I don't remember. New admission? When it happened, yaar? Hmm. Great, great Akshay. Welcome to Padma Shri family, Akshay. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Akshay, for coming. Okay, fine. So anyone, any doubt, anything? I hope you understood this. Now, going forward, we can talk about data consolidation. Okay, so we can talk about data consolidation. So data consolidation, if you want to do. So one first day, I believe someone asked me about data consolidation. So how we can put data from multiple sheets together. So for that, you need to use data consolidation. Suppose I have this data on sheet one, I have data on sheet two. I want to put them together. Very simple, guys. I have data on sheet one. I have data on sheet two. I want to put them together. Okay. I want to combine some of both the data. So I just need to go to the data where I need to go to the file worksheet where I want the consolidation to happen. Then I'll click on data, Alt A, then for consolidation and Alt A N. So you can see there's a function called consolidate. There's a function called consolidate. So function is sum, then reference. What is a reference? So for this, you can just click here, go to that source file where you want this consolidation. You just select this data, just select this data. Okay, you can click add so that data got added. Okay. Then again click on browse, go to the next sheet from where you want to pull the data, select the data from there, control shift right arrow, down arrow, select the data, click on add. Okay, so these two data I consolidated together. Okay, the data from sheet 1 and sheet 2, I wanted to put them together. Okay, so now here use levels in. So what the now wherever you want the data to be pulled. Okay, so there, do you want top row, the row of that of this of the columns from where you pull the data? Yes. Left column, so top row, left column, yeah. So you understand, no? What is top row heading and left column? So the values, what is given for better understanding. Here, click create link to source data. So if you do create link to the source data, that is important, guys, because if you do any make changes in the source data, the same thing will happen here. If you do not click on create link, then it will not reflect changes. And then you press OK. So if you press OK, you can see here that consolidation happens. Clear, everyone? You can see here the consolidation happens. Understood, everyone? So this name of employee and all does not came here. You can do practice this very simple thing, data consolidation. So what we have learned about data consolidation. We talked about data connection. We talked about subtotal in this class. So if you do any changes, you go to the source data, wherever you source data. Here you see this Amit Singh. Here that you make any change here, you put any change here, you make it 0. I made it 0, and in sheet 2 I made this 100. Okay, now the Amit Singh, it should be 100 value, sheet 1 plus sheet 2. I'll come here, you can see this, the value is only 100. So whatever changes you will make in the source data, the same thing get reflected here. Clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt, any question, any concern? I hope you all understood this. Okay, so this much we'll do now in today's class. If no one have any doubt, any concern, then I like to wind up the class. Any question you want to ask from me, please ask. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Any question? Akshay, you want to ask any question? Any question, anyone, please ask me.